an American Airlines flight attendant took a picture of a passenger that she thought was posing a safety issue on the plane. Okay, so we'll go to the picture in a minute and you'll understand what we're talking about. Now, it is a photo of an obese passenger, and he's sitting on an aisle seat, all right? And he seems to be taking up a lot of room. In fact,
I love how Anna's trying to be polite about it. Let's go to the picture. He seems to be taking up a lot of room. Does he seem that way?
What do you want me to say? There was a fat motherfucker on the plane.
Well, you don't need to go Mickey Rourke on him. Okay, but yeah, I mean, the guy's obviously overweight and he's obviously taking up a considerable amount of space.
Right, so he purchased one seat. And the airline allowed him to board the plane regardless, and the flight attendant saw this. She claims that she was concerned, so she took the picture with her cell phone and then she sent it to her manager. And then her manager then told the staff on the plane to allow him to take up an entire row so he wouldn't pose a safety issue.
Right. I mean, look, one thing's a safety issue. Sometimes they use that as an excuse. The other thing is the guy sitting next to him, you know. I mean, look, he's trying his best not to get in his way. He really is, okay? And he's got to be super uncomfortable, probably sitting halfway on that, you know, on the seat thing, right? Like that little handlebar or whatever. But, I mean, that guy next to him obviously can't be comfortable. Now, look, this brings up the classic question, are you supposed to charge them for 2 seats? Is it discrimination? Or, hey, what are you going to do? And I think it's getting clearer and clearer. I mean, it sucks that at some point you have to draw the line. I don't know if it's a matter of weighing them. I don't know what it is. And that part is super uncomfortable, and I hate that part. But that dude needs to buy 2 seats. It's obvious. I mean, there's no way around it, right? I mean, I don't even think it's really an open question.
Yeah, I agree with you. He has to buy 2 seats. I mean, look, I think it's discrimination when it's something that the person can't help, right?
No, look. I don't think it's about that at all, okay? Look, maybe he can't help it. Maybe he has a thyroid problem. No, I mean, look, probably not, but maybe, who knows? But that's not my point. My point is he doesn't fit in 1 seat.
Yeah.
I don't want to judge him. I don't want to get into his private life. Hey, did you have a thyroid, or did you eat too much KFC? What, la la la. No. It's just you just don't fit into 1 seat. I love you, but I got to charge you for 2 seats. Or maybe, you know what? You charge him for 1 seat in order to avoid discrimination, and you let him take 2 seats.
Yeah, but then the airline company loses money, and why
they can't have that. JR, what do you think?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, I feel like that's the only way you can actually get by this at all. You have to charge him like normal, and he gets 2 seats. You lose a seat.
And so you're saying American Airlines, suck it up, you know?
It kind of sucks, and I understand that, but what can you do? There's no way you're going to fight this and actually have a way of, and it's going to be put as a discrimination case. You can't do it.
I'm going to get so much hate. I know I am, but I don't believe American Airlines should suck it up. Why? Why should they suck it up? That's so, I mean, that's ridiculous.
You know why? Because we want to be decent human beings. JR swung me. Okay, I was on your side, but he swung me, and I'll tell you why. That guy's obvious, but there are going to be cases that are not obvious. And then how are you going to decide? And we've done these stories before. They make him get on a scale. Nah, I'd rather you lose just a little bit of profit than you make somebody get on a scale.
Why do you need to go? You don't need to go on a scale. Either you fit on the chair, or you fit on the seat, or you don't. I mean, people can tell whether you're going to fit on the seat or not.
But they got to make a judgment call on that. And look, they can, as long as they say, hey, you know, sir, we're gonna give you 2 seats, but it's okay. We're not going to charge you anymore. Then it's not that bad. You're like, oh, thank you. You appreciate that, as opposed to, hey, dude, you're way too fat. Okay, now pay for the 2nd seat. And by the way, you don't know how much that is because maybe you bought it for $300. But on that day, it might be $1,200 to get the 2nd seat. So, and there's a lot of complications. I get that, right? But I like JR's plan better. And not because I got any hate for Air America. I'm sorry. That's funny. Nice Freudian slip. American Airlines. It's just, I think that's the better solution for society. And look, we do plenty enough for the corporations. They're going to be all right. Okay, this is not an epidemic where all of a sudden all these seats are going to be taken up and then American Airlines is going to go under.
It's not an epidemic, but you also have to keep in mind that right now we're facing a huge obesity epidemic, right? So, okay, so we have a bunch of fatties in the United States, and if they want to travel, too bad. We're going to give them 2 seats, and they just have to pay for 1. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think that's fair.
No, look, I hear your point. I do. I don't think that it's... that's it. You made me do it. TYT poll.
Oh, God.
She has to write him up. That's why she gets paid like that. Well, you shouldn't argue so effectively for your case. then it wouldn't have been split. All right, should American Airlines suck it up and they pay for the extra seat, or does the person who's overweight pay for the second seat? That's the poll.